You're listening to the audio production of Jesus is Greater Than Religion by Jefferson Bethke, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Jefferson Bethke.
This book can be used in a variety of ways. Hopefully you will find it encouraging and it'll push you at least a little closer to Jesus. If you'd like to take the conversation further, perhaps you can pull together some friends, maybe from church, school, or wherever you work. Make sure your discussions are guided by gentleness, humility, and learning. We're all on this journey towards real and authentic truth together, and you won't find an arbitrary concept when you get there, but a man with scars in his hands and a crown on his head. As a young man who grew up immersed in music, the party scene, and a culture of self-discovery, I was skeptical of religion. I felt it never quite reached into my world and offered me an interpretation I could understand, let alone accept. I know there are people just like me all over the world waiting for someone to speak our language and give us answers. Jefferson speaks it. It was indigenous voices like his that led me to where I am today. Voices like his inspired me to speak into the culture. There are certain cultural catalysts that spark movements. I've seen it firsthand as I've been graced to play a role in igniting others. Jefferson is no different. When he first appeared on most of our radars, Jefferson was the poet who articulated profound truths about Jesus and religion. His words connected with people in a revolutionary way. For some, he was articulating exactly what they'd thought but never had the words to say. For others, he was opening their eyes to a new way of seeing Christian faith, one rarely found in popular culture. His words pierced powerfully because they were a more accurate perception of what it means to follow Jesus and not merely follow rules. This book is his gift to all who have come to Jefferson's beautiful conclusions and to those who are searching. His passion for Jesus comes from a masterful collage of pain, darkness, failure, joy, peace, and resolve. He weaves his own life story with weighty truths that will strengthen our hope and give answers where we thought there were none. His writings will encourage, educate, and inspire you to see Jesus as more than a man who followed all the rules and demands that you do likewise. You will be asked to see Jesus as your ultimate hope and satisfaction in this world and the world to come. You will be asked to see Jesus for all that he is. Why I hate religion but love Jesus. What if I told you Jesus came to abolish religion? What if I told you getting you to vote Republican really wasn't his mission? What if I told you religious right doesn't automatically mean Christian, and just because you call some people blind doesn't automatically give you vision? I mean, if religion is so great, why has it started so many wars? Why does it build huge churches but fail to feed the poor? Tell single moms God doesn't love them if they've ever had a divorce, but in the Old Testament, God actually calls the religious people whores. A little sharp, I know. When I first wrote those lines, I didn't think so, but when in less than 48 hours...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?